This is about our TR6 transmission installation tool. It's something we made quite a few years ago. Well, I did, because I was fed up trying to get the transmissions in the TR6s. So what it involves with, I just made a little bracket that goes across the top. It's got a strap on it that goes around the transmission, and it's got the two legs that go on here. The legs come off because it's easy to pack, and then I can ship it. So I'll show you how I use it on the car. Now I have the engine at the right position because I have a piece of wood in between the back of the cylinder head and the bulkhead, a piece of 2x4, and that just works out the right measurement to have the engine at the right height so everything clears around the opening in the firewall lower down. The transmission's still in the car because I don't see the point of lifting it in and out. It's too heavy, and I'm liable to catch stuff with it, so don't do that. I just leave it in the car if I don't have to take it out. I've removed the flywheel and replaced the ring gear, and I've put the clutch back on, so all that's together. So all I've got to do now is get in there and do the transmission itself. Now my tranny's ready to go in, but there's a couple of things that make it difficult. One of the things, the first thing is, on the back of the engine, even though we've got it the right height, there's some studs in the back that can't be too high because they get interfered with when it goes up to the top of the bulkhead or the firewall. And it's the same here on the clutch release. We have to wire this in so that this doesn't hit the floor as it goes in and gets knocked back, pushes off the release bear, and then you've got to pull it out and start again. Another thing that's a problem is this actually catches on the floor. There's an indentation on the floor at the front that this has got to miss, so you've got to tilt the transmission over, push it in, and then straighten it up, because the same thing on the starter bulge on the other side. So you have to push it in, then twist it. At the same time, you've got to keep it lined up. You've got to keep it lined up left and right, and also top to bottom. Another problem that you've got is it's quite heavy, especially if you've got if it's got an overdrive on it. So to hold up the transmission and do all this and keep everything going, you end up having at least two guys, possibly one underneath and one on top, trying to steer it, and it's a bit of a job. It gets crowded in here if you get two guys in here trying to move the transmission and one underneath. Not very good. So the way that I do it is I use the tool that I made to specifically do the job. So first thing I need to do is get the transmission in a bit closer. Now shove it in gear. Usually second is better. Yeah. So that keeps now my primary shaft will turn to line up with my centre plate. So now I just get my tool, want my angle this side, and over there. I'll stick my first leg in here. Now there's a nut on the side of the casing. I put it on the back of that just to stop it sliding off, but this is about where it should be for balancing the weight of the transmission. So it up now. This is supporting my transmission. You can feel it slid in a bit already. I'm clear on the other side there. So I'm going to twist it now. Pretty easy to twist. And again, I'm clear now in there, so now all I got to do is get my height a bit better. Line itself up in the 3 there. No, I'm not in yet. There we go. Okay, there you go. I'm in there now. Now all I need to do, a piece of wood chopped away. And just give it a shove with a bit of wood. That usually does the trick. And it's done so again, near enough. Now, so now all I have to do is put the bolts on around the bell housing. I'll put the ones on the top, put the rest of them in. I can use the strap while I put the cross member in under here, the little cross member and the end and the mounts, and then we'll let it down, take the piece of wood out of the engine, and that's it. I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's easier. Anyway, so that's the tool. Lift it up, take the stuff out, let it down. That's it. Okay. As you can see, using the tool makes it a lot easier. It supports the transmission while you line it up and decide if everything's okay, and also while you're moving it in. You can also take a break because you're not having to support the transmission. If you let the transmission go, once you have it partially in, you can damage the clutch. So once you get it in position, you've got to keep it there. That's what the tool does. You can buy the tool on our website or find it on our website on Dr-Doolin.com. So if you want to go there, that's where it is. And it's our TR6 transmission installation tool. That's it.